Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Triple J. Hi, Miss Juicy Joints. Today I am joined by one of my favorite t-shirts that I just got, and one of my favorite Pokemon, for those of you that know what Pokemon is, Charizard. And the shirt says Fire Blast, even though you can't really read it on the screen. Just got the shirt, loved it, and wanted to wear it for you guys today. So, you know, I try to wear kind of wacky t-shirts every time I do an episode. I think in the last one I wore a tie-dye shirt that was red, blue, and white, which kind of went with the theme of 4th of July, but I didn't really mention it. You know, I was like, what's there to celebrate 4th of July? Yeah, especially the way the country is right now, right? But anyway, that's different conversation for a different day. Today, Charizard theme. Figured you guys would like it. Let's go with that. Today, I have a special treat. So, I am doing a place that I really grew up with. It is a fast food chain, but I figured I did something that was more local on the last episode, and this time I wanted to do something that was more fast food related. You know, just trying to mix it up. But I am appreciating all the direct messages I'm getting in my inbox, here on YouTube, on the comments, and also in my Facebook feed as well. So thank you for those comments. A lot of you guys have been sending me messages with suggestions of places I need to try. Trust me, I'm keeping a list, so I will be checking it twice and attending all those places at some point throughout the year. So, you know, don't feel left out if you like, oh man, like I sent you a place last week. Why didn't you go this week? I need you to go now. Chill. I'm gonna get there. But anyway, this place that I went to today is a place that like I told you guys right now, I grew up with. I used to go here a lot for the item that I got from this chain. And it's really tied to my childhood, and just really just a super simple food that you can dip, but goes a long way in terms of my nostalgia as a child. But that place today, White Castle. So White Castle, and a lot of fast food chains in general right now, especially because it's summer, and I'm sure because of COVID and way sales are really going right now, have been doing a lot of deals. And White Castle always has this awesome deal where they put their chicken rings on sale. So right now it's 12 chicken rings for $2.99 plus tax, and I love their chicken rings. And actually, guess what I got? Got their chicken rings. So we are doing the chicken ring taste test. So here's the little pod that they give you with the chicken ring. So there's the chicken ring. You guys can see it. And I also, some chicken rings fell out. That's always good. I got, pulled another one. Wow. It should be a 12 piece, so I'm pretty sure it's a 12 piece. But we'll count them, I guess. Sometimes they get a little generous, which is good. Anyway, I usually, even as a kid, I would share these with my sister. So if she's watching this, shout out to my sister, Maria. You know, we would either share these, we'd get a 20 piece and do 10 and 10, or sometimes we get our own little pod. You get, you know, White Castle's unique in the way that they set up their fries and the sides. This is more considered, I guess, an entree, but a side as well, because you can get like a 6 piece, you can get a 10 piece, a 12 piece, 20 piece, and it's not like McDonald's where they give you like a box. They actually put them in a sack, which is awesome. I think it's a cool concept. But I usually got it with this mustard sauce, the honey mustard sauce. Awesome sauce from White Castle. It's actually, of all the honey mustard sauces I know out there in fast food chains, White Castle I think is top #1. But you guys might disagree. Again, all subjective, whatever. But my favorite. And I got their Zesty sauce as well. They have a Zesty sauce like any other place. Usually for their onion rings, which they do carry here. But what I love about White Castle is that they have unique items. So not only can you get chicken rings, but you can get mozzarella sticks here with marinara sauce. You can get, for dessert, you can get, they have like these cheese cheesecake sticks, and sorry, get notifications on my phone right now. Cheesecake sticks that are awesome. They have donuts sometimes that you can unwrap and eat. In terms of food, they have sliders, which for you guys today, I not only went with the slider, but I went with the double. Well, do they do a double slider? I don't think this is a I think these guys. Wait a minute. These, man, like, okay, well, what this should have been a double slider, and they went with a regular slider. I didn't check the bag. That is my fault. So the double slider is when they put two sliders together and they stack them, and there should have been two of those, but, man, damn it, you know. Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry, you guys. They got the order wrong. So that's a first for JJJ. They usually don't get the orders wrong. And I did it mobile. How do you get a mobile? Like, it's written. Oh, my God. Okay, whatever. Anyway. Well, we'll do a slider review anyway. This is a regular slider. But it should have been a double slider. I was doing it for you guys because I never go double. But I guess save the calories, I guess. That's fine. No drink here. Because they just carry your fountain, normal fountain drinks. Actually, they have the Coke machine there that you can choose, like the Coke. But today I'm just going with just a Snapple I have from the store. Not a promotion at all. Just I like Snapple. But yeah, so we'll do the taste test with these and the slider, and go ahead with that. So let me go get a plate real quick, so I don't get crumbs all over. Oh my God, Jaime, you're not being environmentally friendly. I'm sorry, you guys. I know. It's because we don't like washing dishes. You know, I like it, but, you know, it saves the dish, even though I have to throw it out after. Unless you're like my mom. Sometimes she washes these, which I'm like, nah, you shouldn't wash those. But okay. Same in the environment. I get it. Whatever. All right, so we're going to go with the slider. So, again, what I like about the sliders here at White Castle is they come in these, like, awesome boxes. And they're pretty cheap. I think they're like 90 cents or something. Like, it's like something super cheap for the single. The double, I'm pretty sure I paid like $2 each. But the total here, which assuming this had been double, was $6. So they have a good deal. Especially with the chicken rings right now. So if you're going to go get something, go for the chicken rings, go for the slider. Just make sure they don't get it wrong. But here we go. Here's the slider. Extra onions. And here we go. Take another bite. Man, when you guys are in the mood for something that's not like a super huge burger, the sliders are cute, they're cheap, and they're pretty tasty. I mean, for those of you that are vegetarian or vegan, they do have options here at White Castle where you can get stuff. They have sliders that are made with the Impossible meat, which I've had before, but I should do a review of it. It's good. It has good flavor. And they have a vegetarian slider as well. I'm not sure what that's made of, but veggies, I guess. I don't know what veggies. But I do know it's an option. So, for those of you, again, that are looking for like a vegetarian option, they do have vegetarian options available. I personally like, again, the chicken, but also the mozzarella sticks are pretty bomb. Can't go wrong with those. So, I recommend those. But those will be for another review on a different day. But the slider itself, they're steamed buns, pickles inside, and they do grilled onions. Kind of trying to focus it. Grilled onions. And the way they cook them, because I've seen videos on White Castle and stuff, the meat actually has holes in it in the middle. So that when they cover it, it steams on the onions. And the onions give the meat the flavor. And then the onions sweat into the meat, and then that's what cooks it. So they never have to flip the meat, ever. They never flip it, even though they cook it on a griddle. And that's why you never see like if you ever go inside the White Castle and you see like the cooks inside, like they never flip the meat or the burgers. I guess they never flip the burgers ever. So it's pretty cool how they cook it. It's a cool concept that is unique to White Castle. I want to say that the idea has actually been patented as well, meaning that no other place can copy it legally. So, sorry, choking. And, yeah, the onions will sweat into the meat, gives it the flavor. It's juicy. This burger, this slider, as they call it, super good. Super good. I got mine without cheese, but usually they come with cheese. Again, because I'm lactose intolerant. The pickle is gives the meat a good balance. So it's like tart, sharp. So if you're a big fan of pickles here at White Castle are pretty good. If you're not, just get it without pickles. They could do that for you. And you can even get it without onions, honestly. But I like the onions because that's what gives it the flavor. And these onions aren't overpowering. Grilled onions are usually pretty good. So, as a snack, as a quick meal, you know, if I were to do this size, I would maybe do a what they call a sack. So, an order of four of these. Usually I do 4. And then like fries or something. But today we got the chicken rings, so that's up next. But let me just finish. I mean, I'll just finish the slider. Might as well. It's that easy to do a slider. I mean, you can do it on the go. You can sit and watch, you know, people watch in your car as you're eating. Like, that's what I like about this kind of food. Drop some onions. So that's a slider. Pretty basic. On the juicy scale, I would say a 7. Because it's small. It's pretty cheap. Pretty affordable. I mean, it's not a burger, but a good snack, you know. And you need to eat a ton of these. But the reason I give it a 7, not in terms of taste, not in terms of affordability, but in terms of the consequences of eating these. So I had a teacher in biology freshman year, that made fun of White Castle once because he's like, you ever been to White Castle? Yeah. You ever had the sliders? Yeah. Do you know why they call them sliders? No. Why do they call them sliders? Because they're small? No. Because when they slide right in, they slide right out. And, you know, that is technically kind of true. Like, it does kind of hit you at the end after you've digested the food. It does tend to make people gassy. And, you know, I mean, that's with a lot of foods, right? And I think, in particular, this food, for some reason, like, you know, even though they sell it in the frozen section in a lot of grocery stores, you know, I don't know if it's the onions, I don't know if it's the meat, the way it's cooked, whatever. It does get you gassy. And, yeah, I mean, we'll just leave it at that, right? Leave it to the imagination. So that is something you need to think about when you have the sliders. But overall, the taste is good. Solid 7. I think it's fair. It is pretty tasty and just, I mean, small, able to, you know, carry it on the go, whatever. Anyway, we'll move on to the chicken rings, my favorite. And we'll do it, you know, we'll open the zesty sauce as well as the honey mustard. You guys ever lick the paper or whatever, the lids? The zesty sauce, it's got I mean, like the name says, it's zesty. It kind of reminds me of horseradish a little bit. If you guys have never had horseradish, if you guys ever have had, I mean, what's the closest thing I can think of? Like when you get sushi and they tell you, oh, mix this, like the paste. I'm trying to remember the name of the paste. Man, it's like that chili paste that, oh, wasabi. Man, I don't know why I forgot for a second there. Whenever you mix wasabi with the soy sauce, it kind of gives me that hint of wasabi. I don't think it's made of, I mean, maybe it is made of wasabi. I don't know. But it has that familiar flavor. And the honey mustard is very pungent. You get that taste of mustard, but you can get that subtle taste of honey in there as well. But anyway, here's the chicken ring. Nice and crispy. Breaks apart pretty easily. White meat. And then we'll dip each half into each sauce. Let's see. Here's the Zesty sauce. Zesty sauce is like an orange color. Honey mustard here is a yellow. And then we'll go in the honey mustard. Ideally, what I should have done is gotten all the sauces to dip it, but I didn't want them to think like, oh, we're going to charge you or something. You know, I didn't want to get charged for it. Then again, who knows? Maybe they give them to you for free. I don't know. But some places are like that. Not the biggest fan of the Zesty sauce. I'm not the biggest fan of wasabi. And I'm telling you, I'm getting that hint of wasabi. But honey mustard, man, it hasn't changed in years. It's still as good as I remember. Chicken is tender. I mean, they crisped it up, but it's not super crispy. It's easy to bite. Dippable. I mean, you can eat it with ketchup, whatever. And the key is that the ring is not too big to fit in the container of the sauce. So, you know, whether you bit it or whether it's like a whole circle, easy to dip, easy to handle, good to go. A good friend of mine had never had White Castle until I took her one day, and she loved the chicken rings. Some people love these cold. She's one of those that likes them cold, or when they're fresh. I mean, but I think she prefers them when they're cold. These will be good when they're cold. These will be good when they're super hot. And I've had them even when they're burnt, when they've had them too long in the fryer. They're not bad, but definitely like están a su punto, right? They're at the perfect temperature. This is how they should look, fresh. They should be steaming. I mean, these are hot. You know, I drove a couple minutes though, but these are hot. Here, oh, I dropped the sauce. Here's the whole chicken ring, and it fits in the container. That's the key. And I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because it has a hole in it, or if it's because it's chicken or whatever, but I feel like just anything that's donut shaped always tastes better. I don't know. But chicken ring, man. And honestly, they're not too thick, so they're easy to, I mean, you could eat 12 in a sitting easily. You know? So, you know, the chicken ring for me, there's a lot of nuggets out there. I mean, I guess I consider these nuggets, like chicken nuggets. 8.5. You know, I'm not gonna play favorites. I'm not gonna, you know, or be biased where I'm like, oh yeah, 10 out of 10 because I remember my childhood. No. 8.5. Respectable chicken ring. It's hot. It's good. Sometimes they do like weird salts with it, where they had a ranch one for a while. They had it pretzel breaded for a while. I think like a year or two ago. But you can't go wrong, man. $2.99 right now. Like, you should go. Even if it's just for the chicken rings, go out, get the chicken rings at White Castle. You know, it won't hurt. Trust me. It's totally worth it. And even if you're watching your calories, I think these are like 600 calories or something. Like, it's not too bad. But, yeah, you know. Anyway, that being said, that's the review for today. Should have been the double slider, so I'm sorry about that. But, hey. Slider in general, good as hell. Chicken rings, really good as hell. And stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.